Now, E63, the 4matic one, the M57 that I put on the stand over there. What you have in front of you, what I have in front of me, it's the old piston from the engine, from that engine. I found the healthy one, the one that does have so much run out, here and here, alright? I have another one that has less than 100,000 kilometers, or 60,000 miles, alright? That the specific cylinder, the specific piston didn't have any problem. The other pistons had a problem, a couple of them with the burn connectors that there was some scoring, okay? And I have also this piston, okay? Forget about that for now. Here I have the piston rings from this piston, top and second, first and second, alright? This one, because of it went coolant inside, it went water inside, what it went, there is a rust and the chrome, it went away. You can see in some spots, 1 second, it's clear, for example here, you can see what I'm talking about, alright, and here, alright. Also on the surface, you see that it's rough, it's not nice and shiny. You can clearly see this here, it's not a carbon, it's missing the chrome. This piston ring, it's good only for scrap. Understood? I hope that I make myself clear. You cannot use, even that has a good tension, the piston ring, the surface of the piston ring, on the ring gland here on the piston, and on the surface where it's pointing at the cylinder, it's not stepping on the cylinder, obviously, it's not okay. This makes these two piston rings for scrap, and this piston, even that it's on specs, okay, it's not so bad, but because of the scoring and because of how it looks like here, it's not the best thing. You see there's some cavities here, you know, it's like from the water, there is some scoring, let us say, alright. So it's not the ideal, and I have to be crazy to use this kind of piston, like I said before, in a brand new engine block, right? Makes sense, correct? Now, we have this piston. This piston, you like it or you don't like it, believe it or not, I said, this does have more than 100,000 kilometers, has something like 60,000 miles. It's not suffering on the ring gland, anywhere, on the top, here where is the wrist pin, there is no problem at all, whatsoever. It's at 74. Fine. If you see the piston rings, what do you see? That you can still see the machining lines, and you can see clearly how nice and shiny it's the surface that's pointing the cylinder all the way around. You see, sometimes I have the magnified glass, this one, alright? I have the microscope camera, and I'm checking all these small details, especially when you have to use used parts, to make sure that what you're installing is okay and you're not gonna have any headache. The last thing what I want is to come back customer on an engine that I have rebuilt and to have a problem. I'm not that kind of guy, alright? So I'm taking my time. I have mentioned this 1,000,000 times, I prefer to spend 1-2 hours, one full day more than to be something in hurry and to have a problem later on. I don't want that. Okay, and I have explained also this to the company, that if they don't like my way, there is no problem, they can fire me. I'm straightforward, right? So, this piston ring and this piston ring, it's healthy piston rings that you can reuse it again. Both of them. Same thing with the piston. If I get this used piston that doesn't have more than 100,000 kilometers, not more than 60,000 miles, 62,000 miles, something like that, and I use it on this engine, it won't gonna have any problem. Guarantee. By me. Fine? And then we have this piston. This piston is at 78. And we have these piston rings. That, obviously, it's a healthy piston. Alright? Very healthy piston rings. Alright? No problem whatsoever. And the first and the second, obviously, and this one. This one, with this one, it's not exactly the same because there is a 4,000 millimeter, alright? But it won't gonna have any problem. I was willing to make a different video. I was willing to upload first this video and then see the reaction in the comment down that you're gonna tell me, don't use a used pistons or a new engine, that I have mentioned that if it's out of specs or if it's not fitting my standards, I'm not gonna use them, obviously. I have to be as close as possible to the specs to the new specs, let us say. That's why I said also to the customer, let me find to see what can I find. So at least if you have to buy, let us say, some pistons, you're not going to buy all 8 of them. If I have, let us say, 3, 4 used ones and they are healthy, we can use them. You know, I'm not doing it for me. For me, I'm an employee. I can say to the customer, you know what? No, go bring me 8 new pistons with the piston rings, with the wrist pin and everything. It's not my business, for example. I'm not doing it for me. If I found healthy pistons, if I have a healthy used pistons, and I use it on the engine, you're not gonna charge the customer, okay? Obviously, because these pistons that I will gonna have a healthy, it's gonna be from some other customers. I have mentioned this 1,000,000 times, and I have to repeat myself again and again. The used pistons that are gonna be healthy and are gonna be here with me, that means the customer, the previous customer with the previous engines, let us say, he didn't get back his parts. He leave it at the office. They pass 6 months, and then they bring it to me. And then I choose which parts are healthy and which parts are not healthy. The parts that are not healthy, I'm throwing it outside of the engine room. No need even to keep it here. Like this one, it's outside. I just bring it from outside inside. It's over there. You see where I throw it over there on the side? I don't care. Because for me, it's a scrap. You cannot use this one. You cannot use the piston rings. I don't want to use this one in this condition. From the other hand, you have a used part like this one. That there is no problem. That's not suffering. So, my question, if it's okay on specs, why don't you use it? By the way, let's go to finish this video because I don't want to make another video. Today it's Friday, I'm busy. And I don't care what they're gonna start writing on the comments down. That you are using used pistons on a new block and this. Okay. Even after I'm showing you that there is a run out on the cylinders. Actually, if you don't believe me, feel free. Come here, bring your tools or get my tools. I'm gonna show you exactly. You're gonna stay here, measure it at 25 degrees, and then tell me your results. All right? Fair enough? Okay. So, gentlemen, this piston, the specific one, it's a brand new original piston. Fine. These piston rings, they are brand new original piston rings that they never run. Okay? When I'm saying that the M157 has from the factory inside of the oil pan 2 bottles of Ceratec, I have a reason that I'm saying. I didn't took it out of my mind. And when I'm saying I'm against using additives in a healthy engine, but the specific engine, we're talking about the M157, all right? With this cylinder wall, with these piston rings, he needs the Ceratec. Now, somebody make, let us say, test on the iron cylinder with a cross hatch. It doesn't make any sense to use a Ceratec on a cross hatch cylinder. Why are you going to do that? What's the reason? Except if you polish the cylinder, if it has 500,000 kilometers and the cylinder is being polished, then maybe you're going to put a Ceratec inside to minimize the friction, because you convert a cross hatch cylinder to a smooth bore cylinder, low friction. That's a different story. You get my point? But it's different the cylinder. And when I'm saying use a Ceratec, I can easily say, you know what, do not use a Ceratec. No worries. I'm going to have more job. I'm going to have more engines here. Right? Anyhow, anybody can do whatever he wants. Now, how I can prove you that this is a new one? I have the rest 8 pistons here. Fair enough? Okay, that's the oil control ring. That's a brand new. Okay. That's the wrist pin. That's a brand new. You can see inside. Does have a single mark. That's how it comes. It comes with the piston rings. Let me open another one box to see how it looks like inside. Okay. So, the reason why I mentioned that you can use a used healthy piston, it's not for me. I'm not in the market. I'm not a mechanic, let us say, for the last year. It's not my first engine. I don't even remember how many engines I have closed in my life. All right? So, think about it a little bit. You can get the benefit for you, for yourself. When you're building, let us say, an engine, and you have, let us say, a used piston, but you get your measurement, and it's nice and healthy. Yes, you can use it. You're not going to waste your money, not me. Me, I'm an employee. I have mentioned this 1,000,000 times. Now, if you don't feel safe, if you don't have the skills to get the correct measurements, or if you don't trust yourself, then yes, okay, go ahead and put a new pistons inside, and that's it. So, I hope that I make myself clear. Again, there was a good chance from the customer, he found a good chance and he found 8 pistons like you see here. All right. And that's why I told him, of course, if you can get a new pistons, obviously they are welcome. If you don't have to sell your kidney to buy, let us say, 8 new pistons, and it's affordable, and you have a way to get a new pistons, obviously bring me new pistons. And that's what he did the customer. I prepared also the connectors over there. I have choose the connectors, which one I need. Some final touch up over there. So at the end of the day, like I said, between this and this, I have 4,000 millimeter. If I measure all the pistons, you're gonna see that you're gonna have plus minus 2,000 millimeter. It's not gonna be exact. And it's fine because it's for stock application. The stock application, it doesn't have to be so much precise. It is precise, but it's not, you can get away with that. And again, if you open the engine, let us say, and you get again the same measurements after 20,000 kilometers, it's gonna be completely different. You're gonna tell me they're gonna break in together. It's not the case. It's not like that. It's mostly the heat cycles, because it's never touching the piston ring on the cylinder wall. Because if it was touching the piston ring on the cylinder wall, say goodbye to the cylinder wall, to the specific one. That's why when I'm closing the engine, I'm mixing up oil with a Ceratec. You need to have a lubrication. It's big no. It's to put a break-in oil. If you put a break-in oil on this engine, you're gone. You're gonna lose. You're gonna destroy piston rings and cylinders. You need to have lubrication as much as possible. You need to have the Ceratec for that. For me, again, my opinion. Now, I don't remember how many engines I have built. Even M157, I have no clue. I have stopped counting, honestly, since long time. All right? If, mark my words, and if you want to test it, test it. Do one simple thing. Go use a break-in oil on this engine. All right? With the stock cylinders, with the stock pistons and piston rings. And try to put a break-in oil, let us say. And tell me what's going to happen in less than 10,000 kilometers. You're not going to be able. At 10,000 kilometers, you're going to be gone. Again, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not making the videos for show. The videos for the customers and for some friends of mine, some good friends of mine that I know them years now, and some other good friends of mine that I meet them through social media or YouTube. All right? I'm giving some advice. I'm not saying what to do. I'm not saying to anybody what to do. Even to the customer, if he doesn't like something, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to step back, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to do it with your way. I have done this before without any problem. Some people, they are listening. Some other people, they are not listening. I might be wrong. I'm not insisting. Never. That's what I have to say. And I'm finishing with this, with the pistons, and you're going to use a used one, you're going to put a new one or whatever. It is what it is. Since I'm happy because the customer, he found the new pistons, I'm very happy. I'm going to put back again the piston rings. No, this is the old one. Don't mix it up. Let's get the other one here. All right. Nice. Beautiful. Excellent. All right. And that's the story. When I'm going to start with this engine, do not ask me. There is also, I have my special procedure how to clean the cylinders on this one. You cannot touch it with a wire wool. You cannot touch it. You can touch it only with a rag. Or I'm going to give you one hint. What else, how else you can clean the No, I'm not going to tell you. Screw it. No need to tell you. Find your way to clean the cylinders. Thank you very much.